Welcome back everyone, and in this video we are headed to one of my favorite waterfalls in all of Arizona. I'm going to talk about some cool new filters from Kase, as well as how to use these filters to create amazing waterfall photos. It's time to put on the old water socks and head out on a 2-mile hike to see these beautiful falls. Well, good morning everybody. I am here, it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm in shorts. I hope you Canadians are proud of this because I am freezing. This is definitely not one of my better ideas, but we're heading to an absolutely beautiful waterfall. But we come out here because I want to test the brand new Kase fully magnetic Armour Series filters. I'm super excited. These filters are perfect for wide angle lenses. So once we get up here to our location, I'm going to show you guys how they work. It's Black Friday, so hopefully I'm here all by myself. This is how I prefer to spend Black Friday. Chris decided she wanted to sleep in a little bit, snuggle with the cats. So it's a solo mission today. So Kase sent me out these filters, and they're also the sponsor of today's video, so I want to thank them for partnering up with us. These filters are fully magnetic, which is pretty cool. When we get to this waterfall here, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of how they work. Yeah, there's still a little bit of fall colors on the trees out here in Arizona. Like I said, it's Black Friday, so it's end of November. And one of the cool things about the Southwest is, man, we have like 3 months of fall starting in September, going through October and November, even partly into December as well. I got about a 2-mile hike to do here. These shoes that I have, not the best for hiking. They're great water shoes, but for longish hikes like this, not necessarily the best. They work well in cold water, which it is. Got a bunch of river crossings here to do. Alright guys, as I'm setting up for the shot here, I want to tell you a little bit about these brand new Kase filters. They're the Kase Armour Series. These are all magnetic, great for extra wide angle lenses like the 14 to 30. Now I've been using the Kase Wolverine circular magnetic filters since they came out, and I absolutely love them. Now these are the very first fully magnetic filters on the market. It's pretty cool because let me show you guys how these work. My biggest lens diameter is 82 millimeters, so all I have to do here is just screw on this magnetic filter adapter. This is what connects to the filter holder. It's really simple to use. You just screw it into your filter. You have this little rubber case that goes over it, so you actually don't have to remove it if you don't want to. And if you have anything smaller than, let's say, my 82 millimeters, if I have a 62 millimeter, a 72 millimeter filter thread on my other lenses, I just get these little adapters to hook onto it, and then I can just put on that 82 millimeter filter, the filter holder. It's really, really simple. Everything clicks into place really easily. So you can see here, what you want to do is that very first filter you get, let's say I want to use a circular polarizer, it actually clips right in here, and then you just magnetically put it onto your lens, onto the filter adapter. And you can use a little dial here to spin the polarizer. It's so easy. And if you want to stack filters, let's say I want to slow down the shutter speed, which I'm going to do here in a second, all you got to do is put that filter on the front of it. The 6-stop ND is what I'm going to put on right now. And now I can lengthen my shutter speed. I can stack filters. I can use a 10-stop and a 6-stop if I want those really long exposures. And for those of you guys who like grad filters, they are fully magnetic as well. You simply just clip it onto the filter holder, make your adjustments, and for an extra little bit of security, you can just tighten the set screw on the side here. So it's still a little too dark. I don't need to stack my filters yet. I'm still good with just using the circular polarizer and not needing my 6-stop ND quite yet. The sun isn't quite up over the mountains, so the light's still nice enough to where I don't need to add any more filters besides the circular polarizer. And I really want to see under the water because what I like is these darker brownish warm colored rocks, and then it transitions into this nice emerald green water. It's a pretty cool scene there. So as I spin this, I'm going to cut the glare off that foreground and I can see underneath the water there. And also what I really like are these bubbles are coming across the mid part of the left side of the frame down through the bottom right. So if I use a long enough exposure, I can get some streaks taking your eye from that bottom right around and towards the waterfall there right in the middle. Me, I like to get greedy. Maybe we can get a second or even a third shot here because I'm all by myself. I can take my time. The light is still really nice. So what I want to do here is I have a little bit of some rapids here in the foreground. I have a piece of driftwood also right here that makes a great foreground. Now obviously we'll have to do some focus stacking, maybe a little bit further away. That way I can just bump up my focal length to about, I don't know, 30 millimeters or so. I want that waterfall nice and big. So the further away you get, it's very easy for that perspective distortion of a wide angle lens here to really make that waterfall in the background small. I'm at about 30 millimeters on my 14 to 30. I'm gonna have to focus stack obviously here, so I'm gonna do that right now. I'm having to shoot at f4 because I want to get that shutter speed 1/3 of a second. If I try and go something like f8 or f11, I'm either gonna have to bump up my ISO a lot or have like a 2-second shutter speed. And you guys can see here when I have a 2-second shutter speed, I don't like that that motion in the water. It's just not good. It's a little too washed out. There's not a lot of detail. So I have some choices to make here. Maybe I can go like f5. I want about 1/3 of a second. And then maybe I'll bump up my ISO to around 200, 250. That's not too bad. With this camera, the noise, 250 is still really good. I'm putting on the 24 to 70. I wanted to go a little wider than the 70 millimeters with the long lens. So this is a 72 millimeter. So I'm gonna need this adapter here to screw it in. I can screw that on just like this. So now, all I have to do, clip this on like that, it's ready to go. Making sure that my polarizer is in the right spot. I'm shooting at about 50 millimeters right here, f11. About 3 seconds. That gives me enough shutter speed to get these the bubbles in the foreground here nice and swirly, because we like swirly bubbles here. Swirly bubbles are my favorite. What I would like to do is maybe go to f16 and just a little bit longer. So now I'm at about 6 seconds here for these swirly bubbles. I have the swirly bubbles in the foreground. The midground, I have these where the rocks are coming in on the side of the banks, providing this narrow pathway where these rapids are, and then you have, you know, the leading you all the way into that waterfall. To me, I like this scene much better than my first one, I think. You know, the first one's really nice because I'm right up close. You can really bring out that emerald green in the midground there beside the waterfall.
Once again, I want to thank Kase Filters for sponsoring this video, and if you're interested in these filters, check out the link in the description below, and as always, thank you so much for watching.